kind of start this off. Nate, I think it might be best to kind of start with a little background on you, and then we can start with our first person, who I believe is going to be Kelly from Spinster Sisters.
Hey guys, thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk with you all today. I am a recovering entrepreneur, and now on the other side, lucky to back a lot of people who are a lot smarter than me. And we invest in sort of 4 verticals: food tech, supply chain, commerce infrastructure, and broader consumer. And happy to meet you all. And I see some familiar names and faces. And so excited to chat.
Awesome. All right. Well, Kelly, you'll be our first person up. I'm going to unmute you really quick. And I'm going to make you a co-host so you can share your screen.
Okay. Where is it?
And I'll give everybody kind of the signal as we're getting close to 2 minutes. Just try to be mindful of time, and good luck.
Perfect. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everybody. I'm Kelly Perkins. I am founder and CEO of Spinster Sisters Co. We are a certified woman-owned business that manufactures effective plant-based natural skincare products in our wind and solar-powered microsoapery. We are a mission-driven company of women supporting women and have a focused sustainability mission as well to help our brand and our consumers reduce their environmental footprint. There's currently 8.3 billion metric tons of plastic on the planet, and of that, only 9% has been recycled. Each year, 8 million tons of plastic end up in the ocean, and it's projected in 3 years there'll be more plastic in but it's expected to triple by 2050, and there'll be more plastic than fish in the ocean. And it hurts my little hippie heart to say that. But as skincare companies, we're kind of limited in our options. You don't want to package skin and bath and body products in glass, because one slip could mean disaster. So I made it my personal mission to come up with a solution to this problem. This week, we launched our new Free From product line: free from plastics, free from water, free from preservatives, and free from nasty ingredients. We are expanding from our very popular shampoo and conditioner bars to include deodorants, moisturizers, exfoliants, face care products, and they're all packaged in these paperboard boxes that have no plastic lining and printed with soy-based ink. So the ingredients are biodegradable and plant-based, and the box is compostable. I've bootstrapped the business thus far, and we're currently sold in about 2,200 doors around the country, including Whole Foods, H-E-B, Central Market, Kroger. And we have pre-orders for the Free From line from Whole Foods, Mom's Organic Market, and Central Market. So we're super excited about this new line. At Spinster Sisters, we're saying peace out plastic, and we hope you will join the movement too. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate it. So yeah, Nate, you got about 2-3 minutes for questions. Then I'll feel free to have the conversation. I'll kind of let you know when we get towards that 3-minute mark.
Yeah, well, this is awesome, Kelly. Big fan. How do you sort of compete in a very crowded space?
We have struggled with that historically with our conventional line. We are one of the only skincare companies on the market to use pure plant-based ingredients. Even our preservative is a coconut extract. So most of our competitors use petroleum-based preservatives or parabens, but still that didn't differentiate us enough. And, I grew up in Boulder. It really does hurt my heart to hear about all the plastic waste. And I just decided I needed to come up with something new. And this is a really innovative product line. Everything's solids, everything is biodegradable. There's nothing else like this on the market. There's certainly shampoo and conditioner bars, but the rest of these products are we have no competitors at this time
Got
in
it.
that space.
And how much of your business, what percent of your business is e-commerce versus, wholesale retail?
24% is e-commerce. And we have a blended gross profit margin of 58%. Yeah.
I just feel like, without knowing a ton about your business and how you described it, I feel like there's a lot of opportunities to really differentiate yourself more clearly online than, in the store, because you only get limited attention.
Right.
You often have, and then you can drive them from online to the stores. And
right.
So that's something you could potentially explore.
That's actually what we're raising capital for. Our direct-to-consumer sales have been purely organic since we started the company. And we just hired a marketing agency because we feel the same thing. There's huge potential for our direct-to-consumer sales.
You guys are manufacturing everything yourself?
Yes.
Isn't that dangerous to make soap?
Not if you do it properly.
I have no clue. I'm just using what I've seen in movies.
All right, well, I really appreciate it, Kelly. I'll definitely link you up after with Nate if he's interested. And awesome job.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, our next one's going to be Parker Olson from Forage. I'm going to unmute you and make a co-host. One sec. All right, Parker, you should be good.
Word. So it's still disabled. Okay, here we go. We're good. What's going on, everyone? Hi, Nate. I'm the shameless founder that continues to bother you over LinkedIn. My name's Parker. I'm the founder of Forage, and we make foods for mind and body function. So really what we're doing is we're combining 100% whole food ingredients with these really potent anti-inflammatory mushroom supplements that I'm sure you've heard all about. And I was looking through some of the participants, and I see some others on here who are doing a similar thing. But what I believe makes us different and really makes us the first in the space is we're really moving into categories that consumers already can consistently eat on a daily basis. For these ingredients to really be powerful and show their benefits, they have to be consumed consistently. And so we're trying to incorporate mushrooms seamlessly into consumer eating behaviors. So for us today, that looks like a functional granola product. Tomorrow, that could look like oats overnight. And there's really endless options. So as you can see, we've got some traction, some recognition from Good Housekeeping. Our online reviews are fantastic. Our blind taste tests are great. And so, really what I'm trying to do is create something delicious so people who are interested in mushrooms can actually find a way to incorporate them into their lives. Really where we differentiate ourselves, obviously we're a seamless solution in this growing market. We not only have these benefits, but we taste really good and also are one of the lower sugar granolas on the market. Now, this is really one of the biggest pain points consumers have with granola. So not only are we addressing that and sort of pushing forward in the granola category on our own, but also incorporating these anti-inflammatory ingredients. And lastly, we're trying to be a really humanized brand. I have a firm belief that products in the future that are really going to win and succeed will be driven by story and will be driven through authenticity and connection. So I'm pretty focused on that right now. And as we build out our team, that's sort of part of who we're hiring is, hey, we want you to be sharing what you're doing and really articulating that well in story and video format. So people who are following our brand can really understand who we are and all the issues that we face. So today I'm driving around the United States, living in a Japanese imported pop-up camper van that's fully branded. I'm in Chicago. I slept in Chicago last night outside Lincoln Park in 22 or I guess like 28 degree weather. And so we're putting on events. We're doing breakfast bars. We're showing up. We're doing demoing. And we're really trying to get creative to acquire customers and really make an authentic connection. So that's kind of why we're different. But I know I'm just about at 2 minutes, so I'll pause and see if you have any questions or interested in anything else. Thanks.
Thanks, Parker.
Thanks, Parker. Sorry for I'm not on top of all my LinkedIn messages so far.
Hey, I don't take it personally at all, Nate. I really don't. I'm sure I'm just one of thousands of other people who bother you consistently over one channel or the other.
I'm not sure. I'm not that smart. So talk to me again. Granola, very crowded space.
Yep.
You're doing something different with mushrooms. How do you sort of get mushrooms front and center without scaring people off?
Awesome. Really, really great question, because we've been around for about 2 years, and our first year was all product messaging, packaging development. And so we've gone through tons of iterations. And so we don't, and I'll reshare my screen here for a second. Cameron, you mind giving me access? We don't have the word mushroom anywhere on the front of our packaging, and that's very by design. You can go to our website, it's nowhere on our landing page. Again, very by design. We want to talk about upfront not only the benefits, but also like the fact that these mushrooms are sure mushrooms, but also like one of the most powerful supplements, known to us. So we talk specifically, and now that I can share my screen, I'll pull it back up. 1 second. Okay, can you see? Anyways, we actually list out like the specific mushrooms that we have. So people who know these mushrooms aren't reading mushrooms, they're reading, oh, it's lion's mane, which I know has cognitive performance abilities. But people who don't know what these mushrooms are may recognize the buzzwords. And so it isn't like mushroom on the front of the package. So that was definitely a pain point early on that we've really been working towards addressing.
And when people buy your product, why do you think they're buying it in the stores? Do you think they're buying it because it's new, because it looks tasty compared to purely Elizabeth or the others, or what's sort of the differentiator?
If I really had to guess, I would say there's probably 3 primary components. One, our packaging stands out. We hear it from grocery buyers, we hear it from consumers. Look, if that drives trial, awesome. Second off, obviously these benefits, we clearly highlight the benefits that these mushrooms are providing on the front. And then third off, and I would actually guess that this is the most common category to drive initial trial, is the fact that we typically have the lowest sugar granola on shelf. That is by far the biggest pain point in the category. And so we could have our granola without mushrooms and, probably still, potentially build a successful brand. I have hesitation with saying that because we all know how difficult it is in general. But for us, I'm happy to get that trial, show a consumer that it tastes good, and then start driving awareness around, what are these mushrooms about? What's this product going to do? And really providing that information after initial trial.
Got it.
Cool. All right, Parker, I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Nate. Hey, I appreciate it, Cameron. Good luck to everyone.
All right. So going to our next person, Katie, we'll go to you from Ayla. 1 sec, I'm gonna unmute you and make you a co-host.
Hi, Katie.
Hello. Hey, Nate, how you doing?
Great, how are you?
I'm good. Just trying to find my deck. Here we go. Okay. Sorry, I swear it's here. Okay. Oh, that's the last slide. So just spoiler alert. Hello, I'm Katie. And for 10 years, I lived a split life as an advertising executive and a personal trainer, trained others and myself early in the morning, sparking my search for a pre-workout supplement. But everything I tried at GNC was super high in caffeine, synthetic, and just lacked any nutritional value. Not to mention they all looked like this. Turns out 69% of US customers agree that sports nutrition products are too artificial. And in a survey we did, we found about 62% of respondents felt similarly, that they didn't recognize the ingredients or they were just kind of intimidated by the product in general. So our solution was Ayla. We're a better for you active nutrition brand. While sports nutrition brands traditionally lead with synthetic ingredients, our drinkable supplements are made completely from functional foods and are low in caffeine. So you can fuel your active routine naturally and sustainably. I thought I took this slide out, sorry. We're extending upon a highly valued and established market. Obviously, a lot of these brands on here have valuations and acquisitions in the billions. And we know that better for you ingredients are no longer a niche. In fact, with our customer base of millennials and Gen Z, primarily, there's about a $1 billion opportunity in plant-based active nutrition. Among our competition, we're the most natural, meeting the most competitively priced products. And our broader vision is not to become a generalized supplement company, but to really grow and be fully serve the active customer, from clean supplements to personal care products. Since June, revenue's been growing 35% month over month, and 62% of our orders are subscription. We've also proven an early path to retail with some of these retailers, selling out times in Free People and Urban Outfitters, and we're in early conversations with Whole Foods and Sprouts. This is our customer base, mostly active women working out to feel good and feel good physically and mentally, not for peak performance goals. So where do we go from here? We're raising our seed round right now. 2022 will focus primarily on D2C growth through strategic partnerships, an organic traffic strategy, and scaling paid channels profitably through our subscription program. 2023 will launch in our first national grocer. In 2024 will focus on Amazon and scaled retail. Our team is, I don't know where I am on time right now. I'm sorry, Cameron.
I would just wrap it up with this one.
Yeah, this is our team. I'm the only full-time employee right now, 10 years experience in sales and brand marketing, and looking to, part of our raise will be going to hiring our COO for operations and supply chain. Thanks. I'm gonna end there.
What was I going to say? We've spoken about this a few times, obviously. Do you think that you guys are sort of going after, like, what product are you replacing? And are you going after just females or sort of males and females?
Yeah, so we're, our primary focus is to extend the active nutrition market into a better for you products. So a better for you pre-workout, better for you post-workout, and other kind of supplement products there early on. We hope to replace the C4s and Celsiuses of the world. But that's, I think, first, focusing on our primary consumer is really someone that is active, but pays more attention to their, they put in their body. So they're probably not drinking these sort of crazy energy drinks and pre-workouts to begin with.
Got it. And so is this an energy, or is it protein, or is it vitamins, or all of the above?
It's completely formulated to provide the benefits that a pre-workout does. So energy focus, stamina, endurance, inflammation, things like that. But everything is, all ingredients kind of tie back to those benefits, but with a functional food rather than a synthetic ingredient.
Got it. And then where have you primarily acquired customers from so far?
Mostly organic and word of mouth. And then through some of our retail partnerships, we've seen some growth from there in terms of traffic and acquiring customers that way. But we haven't spent too much on paid channels yet. So it's mostly been through social and organic search.
Got it. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Awesome. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right. Let's go next to Cole from Craft Mix. 1 second. Why can't I find you on here? There we go.
All right.
Let me just make you a co-host really quick, and you should be able to share your screen. And yeah, your time can start now.
Perfect. Give me a second to share.
All right, you're good.
You can see the slides okay?
I would just go to presenter screen, just because we can see all the other ones too. But if you can't, then that's fine.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. It was doing this yesterday.
I think you're all right, which is the other one too. We can see it fine.
Okay. Yeah. Let me.
That's fine.
All right. Hello, my name is Cole Lowy, and I'm here to introduce Craft Mix. Hopefully this will be a fun one because we're a cocktail-related product. Getting right into it, we found that making your own cocktails from scratch can be a real struggle, whether you're buying expensive ingredients that you'll never really use again, or purchasing premixes with way too much artificial ingredients. And that's why we created Craft Mix, a foolproof and convenient method of making cocktails. With Craft Mix, you're making a bar quality cocktail with just 3 ingredients: liquor, water, and a Craft Mix packet. Serve over ice and enjoy. We currently have 6 SKUs and a ton more on the way, including some awesome innovative products like sugar-free cocktails and more listed below. We noticed that all the mixers on the market are incredibly artificial, averaging around 30 to 40 grams of sugar and also high in calories. that's why we've positioned our products to be the best for you cocktail mixers with only 25 calories and 5 grams of sugar per drink. As a case study, we've become one of Amazon's top cocktail products and have achieved Amazon's choice badges for keywords like cocktail mix and cocktail mixers. Right now, we're selling online and through wholesale, but have a lot of partners we're onboarding with and hope to expand to all big box retailers soon. Some future ideas of alternative markets like airlines, hotels, sports stadiums are all opportunities as well. We've had steady growth this past year and have ironed out our supply chain to meet our demand. So now it's about having the capital to fund our growth. We also have attractive margins that will continue to rise as we continue to scale. And now this is the most important slide of the presentation because we've done some large corporate happy hours for companies like Starbucks and Calendly and have closed deals to test with TJ Maxx and Kroger with many more partnerships in the works. And finally, the main reason why we're raising is to expand the team and scale marketing. Right now, it's just myself, our founder, JT, and a few interns and contracted teams. But to take this to the next level, we really need more workforce. We also need to spend more on marketing to raise our brand awareness. So thank you so much for listening, and I'm ready to answer any questions or comments. Thanks.
Nice job, Cole.
Thank you.
Cole, so you sell this only in a 12 pack right now, right?
Yeah, we have the 12 pack. We just produced a larger package to be 36 pack. And we have that option on our website currently.
What does it cost for a 12 pack?
It costs $14.99 retail to make the 12 pack.
Got it. Have you thought about selling like ones and twos and grab and go?
Yeah. So for retail, I think that's where we would really do it. Like at checkouts is a great place where we would do that, or like at a liquor store checkout. We've actually done that like really recently with some local LA liquor stores, and we've seen some success there as they're buying their bottle of tequila, they pick up a craft mix packet. So
yeah, I think that would go really well. And you've sold this mostly on Amazon, and you said?
Yeah, so definitely Amazon is where we see most of our sales. We've also recently been partnering with a lot of wholesalers. Companies, I think I had it on the slide, but companies like Karoo and some other popular wholesalers. And we found lots of success there.
Got it. And how much money do you want to raise?
We're looking to raise $1 million, and I have a budgeting slide. I'm not able to share, but I can send over some more information about the money, where we would like it to go, and all that stuff.
Got it.
Yeah,
it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, great to meet you. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Cole. All right, Ashley, we'll go to you next. One sec. Let me just unmute you and make you a co-host, and you're off.
Awesome. Hi, Nate. Nice to meet you. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Ashley.
All righty. Okay. Can everyone see my deck?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Cool. All right. Hi, everyone. My name's Ashley Nicholson. I'm the founder and chief snack officer of BTR Bar. And we're on a mission to end mindless snacking, one purpose-driven ingredient at a time. So we make the world's first protein bar with a purpose. We are no stranger to the fact that there are hundreds of protein bars on the market, but there is not one that addresses holistic health. So this is the BTR Bar customer. We speak to the 110 million plus Americans who are diagnosed with chronic health disorders, from diabetes, cancer, autoimmune disorders, who are looking for an on-the-go snack with ingredients that they can trust. And I started this company because my parents were diagnosed with rare forms of cancer over 5 years ago. And I was looking for an on-the-go snack that was low in sugar, powered by plants. When it didn't exist, I took to the kitchen to create it myself. Because the protein bar industry is really this $4 billion sea of sameness. There's really two different types of protein bars. One that has relatively real food ingredients, but as much sugar as a candy bar. Then you have these keto-friendly bars that are packed with inflammatory ingredients like digestion-resistant maltodextrin, because that actually exists. So our solution is BTR bars. So the reason why we check all these boxes is because we outline the functional benefit clear and front and center of pack, 90% less sugar than the average bar, 0 grams of added sugar, powered by plants, and seriously clean ingredients. We don't even use natural flavors. These are our current 4 SKUs, and we're actually launching a 5th SKU in Q1 of 2022, and bars are just the beginning. So we are firmly cementing ourselves in the functional snacking platform. And the hype is real. So we're selling thousands of BTR bars D2C every single day. We're in over 75 doors. We just launched into our first national distributor and our first regional chain. And one particularly exciting stat for us is that our repeat customer rate is over 50%, over 45% higher than industry standard. And our 450 5-star reviews speak for themselves. So we're excited in our first year of business. We are projected to close the year at $300,000 in revenue, projecting $1 million next year as we grow the team, because the team is currently, you're looking at it right now, it's myself, but really excited to make some key hires in 2022 and expand our channels as well. And we are just kicked off our $500,000 seed round. We have $100,000 already secured and excited to chat more about the budget and the breakdown for all this capital. And we hope you join us on this functional snacking journey. Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks, Ashley.
Thanks, Cameron.
Well, Ashley, first off, the brand is awesome. So
thank you.
What are you going to charge on price basis for the bar?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time, Nate?
What are you going to sell the bars for?
So the bars currently sell for, in retail, anywhere between $249 and $299. And then MSRP on our site, we offer a ton of different variety packs, but the average is $274 online. Got it.
And what are your COGS?
So right now we have on our e-commerce margins are our best. So our e-commerce margins are at 50%, and then our wholesale retail margins are at 30%, especially given the fact that we just onboarded with UNFI.
Got it. And so to your point, I think that, when you go into a bar aisle at a grocery store, it's probably the most overcrowded aisle.
Totally.
So how do you plan on, you could have the world's best product, but if you don't, promote it or sell it, nobody's going to find out about it. And so how do you plan on sort of differentiating yourself once you're in the stores?
Yeah, absolutely. And that is, so we just launched into Central Market actually 2 weeks ago, and we actually already just got our reorder from UNFI, which was really exciting. So the biggest thing, and I think Parker alluded to this earlier, is our packaging is very, very strategic with the branding of the product. We also use superfoods and adaptogens in the product, but the thing that the customer sees first and that they reach for is this bright, bold, vibrant color, but also the functional benefits. So we have an energy bar, we have a recharge, a bliss, and a zen bar, and another functional flavor launching in Q1. People actually are starting to reach for these snacks based on what they need during the day. So we really stand out in the aisle. But yeah, as a solo founder, something that's very, very important to me is that I am present and the face of the brand. So I'm going to Texas, going to every single Central Market, putting myself there to demo, and excited to expand the team. So really excited to make 2 key hires in 2022. So we are constantly present and in people's faces driving this trial. So, and then our 70% of our sales has been direct to consumer thus far. And we offer a sampler pack, which is really great for people to get that trial. And that's when we're seeing people constantly come back and, order in bulk and order all these different bundles once they try the sampler pack.
Got it. Very cool.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Ashley. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Cameron. Thanks, Nate.
All right, let's go to Emily next. One sec. I'm going to unmute you and make you a co-host. Hey, Emily, you should be unmuted and be able to share your screen.
Hey, can you guys see my screen?
I can't see your screen. I can see you, though.
Oh, okay. Let's try this again. Let's see, share screen. There we go. All right, and then we're going to do play.
Cool.
All right.
Good to go.
So the world is at a turning point. We have 1 billion head of cattle on this planet. and each year we birth and slaughter 300 million head. To live within our planetary boundaries, this can't continue, and the amount of animal protein in animal foods will either remain constant or shrink over time. The solution to feeding our population is very clear. Create an animal-free foods that are nutritious, tasty, healthy, scalable, and cost-effective. But there are a few paths we can take to achieve this. Processed foods use the miracle of food science to make products like the Impossible Burger, blending refined ingredients to make a tasty outcome. These foods are unhealthy as a staple part of the human diet. Cell-based agriculture is a decade away from operating on a commercial level, and it remains untested with the regulatory agencies and consumers. Whole foods are cheap, plentiful, and scalable. They are limited, though, in texture and flavor, so only the most committed eaters will take this route. The ideal route, it would be to use whole foods. It's what consumers have been seeking, but they are limited in taste and texture. We have a revolutionary platform that allows us to keep all the health benefits of eating any whole ingredient. All ingredients you need to make food taste delicious, nutritious, umami-rich are already in plants. And our process uses microorganisms to create those textures and flavors that we find so satisfying. Solid state fermentation is already being used at scale to develop new textiles and foods. And what makes us different is we have a hybrid product of plant and mycelia-based protein. We launched our first product, Unicorn Meat, the end of September, and we're outpacing the sales of Impossible at 4 of the 9 retail locations. Our team consists of experienced biotech operators and academic experts in the field of microbiology and food science. We understand how to leverage the natural abilities of microbes to make delicious food. With 2.5 million, we're devoting 90% of our capital to support the sales of Unicorn Meat, and with the remaining 10% for future products. In doing so, we'll be developing a solid state fermentation platform that can transform any natural ingredient into something delicious.
Awesome. Nice job.
Well, first off, I think the Unicorn Meat thing is effing hilarious, and I love it.
Thanks.
So I need to try it. Fermentation has gotten very hot recently. We just made an investment in a company, and I think you're the 3rd or 4th fermentation company I've spoken to today, which is insane. Is there any IP behind what you guys are doing?
We are currently working with Mike Schuster over at Goodwin and Procter, big biotech IP firm, and our plan is to file 3 provisionals.
Got it. And so you're in 9 stores right now. What types of stores are these? Are they mom and pops? Are they large groceries, small format?
So we are at Andronico's community markets, all 7 locations. They are at Albertson Safeway Company, and then we are at 2 local grocery stores here in San Francisco, mom and pop.
Got it. What's the shelf life of your product?
We're a frozen food product. So right now it's 100, standard 180 days.
Got it. Awesome. Well, I look forward to learning more.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Emily. Nice job. All right. Rusty, I'm going to unmute you now, and I'll make you a co-host. Go. 1 sec. Please don't be mad at me if you're towards the end. I'm doing this completely at random, and thank you for your patience. Rusty should be good too as a co-host now.
All right. Y'all see me? Hear me?
Yeah, I can see the deck. Can't see. I think your video's turned off, but that's okay. If you're just going to go through the deck, that's fine.
All right. How are we doing, everyone? Nate, nice to meet you. Cameron, thanks for having me.
Rusty Jones is a powerful name. I like it.
Why, thank you. Thank you. Nate, if you've invested or heard one CPG speech, you've heard them all. And they usually start with public enemy number 1 is sugar. So when we started Hello Water back in 2017, being a Chicago-based brand, obesity epidemic was real to us. We've got some family members that are diabetic, and we wanted to find a solution for them. So we created Hello Water. So again, my name is Rusty Jones, co-founder and chief strategy officer at Hello Water. Dadpreneur. I've been very fortunate to be a part of some very successful beverage brands, I was a marketing director at Fairlife, sales director at High Brew and Brew Dr. Kombucha. And we just kind of looked at the landscape and we saw white space in prebiotic fiber that was kind of stuck in the pharmacy aisle with what we coined your grandmother's fiber with Metamucil and Benefiber. So we created and pioneered the first, one of the first fiber infused beverages called Hello Water Prebiotic. And with that, the last 4 years, we built a foundation of a total beverage company, launching an alkaline water early this year. And then we kind of tripped and fell into a patent for a immunity product that there's a agricultural company here in Illinois called Brandt, and they've been sitting on this patent for decades. And we brought it to life in a amazing, flavorful beverage called Hello Water Defense, and happy to share more on that, more than I can do in 2 minutes. Market opportunity for these three categories are positioned all in growth stages with prebiotic fiber waters, and then you got immune health and obviously alkaline with some great beverage leading the way in that. We're very fortunate to partner with some key strategic retailers in the Northeast, and we've got a partnership with Nestle Ready Refresh, not only for their readyrefresh.com and their DSD division in the Midwest. E-commerce obviously is the strange times the last couple of years. So we created a new pillar of business that has seen 826% year-over-year growth with a lifetime average order revenue per user of $97 and an average order of $60 across our platform. Innovating for 2022, obviously with supply chain issues and trying to ship liquid across the country, we are taking our patented immunity product, Hello Water Defense, and put it into packs and bringing that to life. I'd love to share more on you. We're looking for 5% equity for $500,000 to close out our Series A of $3 million that we started in January. So a lot more here, Nate, but would love to share more if you're interested. And again, thanks for your time, guys.
So how many doors are you in right now?
We're currently in about 2,400. We've been in as high as 4 to 5 with Walmart, but we pulled back obviously during COVID. And with supply chain issues, we just wanted to focus on quality revenue over, the number of doors we're in.
Got it. And what's been the biggest challenge from supply chain? The bottles?
Yeah, bottles, not so much an issue, really just shipping. I mean, it's especially with having Nestle, trying to ship to Texas or California, and we've got a co-packer in the Northeast in Florida. So trying to ship to California, there's great opportunity out there, but we haven't really gone past, Chicago. And I guess Texas is the furthest we distribute to right now.
Got it. Well, it's great to meet you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it, Rusty. All right, Michelle, I'm going to unmute you right now, and then I'll make you co-host. You should be able to share your screen now.
All right, I think we're on the right one here.
Yep, you're good.
Everybody's seen a big pink screen? Yep. All right. My name is Michelle Davis. I am co-founder and CEO of Coca-Cow. Coca-Cow is an award-winning 6 SKU refrigerated confection made from coconut and cacao, while still maintaining a velvety chocolate mouthfeel and consistency. Our 12 chocolatey bites of paradise meet the dietary needs of the entire family. We are part of the new and emerging category of refrigerated desserts. Now, Coca-Cow is correctly positioned to compete against the other better-for-you brands, but Coca-Cow isn't trying to be anything more than a rich, decadent chocolate that happens to be made from healthy ingredients. With our silky smooth texture, pre-portioned pieces, and organic and plant-based certifications, we stand out from other brands. At this time, we're in over 90 locations around the country, including one of our newest locations, Erewhon, in Los Angeles. Next year is going to be a major growth year for us as we open more locations across the country. We won the KeHE Next Generation Innovation Showcase Face-Off. We competed against 500 companies and were selected to join KeHE's Elevate program. Elevate is KeHE's incubator program. We will be showcased in their publications at their shows and other advertising for the next 2 years. This win allows us to spread across the country at a faster rate than would normally occur. In January 2022, we will be in 8 distribution centers around the country. Our management team includes myself and my husband, co-founder Jeff, also Lori Spencer, who is the co-founder of Oregon Chai, Alex Marks, the former director, category director at KeHE, Jeff Knoll, he's an e-commerce expert, and Mel Gasita, the former director of ventures at Mondelez International. Cacao is a rocket ship getting ready to launch. We're looking for partners. Let's get 12 chocolatey bites of paradise to the people. Thank you.
What's the price point?
So retail is ranging between $4.99 to about $5.99 in stores across the country. Yeah, we went through a major 2020 project of rebranding, changing our packaging, eliminating all the plastic that we used to have for farmers markets. And so we are rolling out now primarily into distribution.
Got it. And why go the route of like 12 little bites versus a single bar?
It has to do, I mean, a single bar, remember, this is coconut oil-based chocolate, so it melts easily. It will melt on your fingers. It's not an M&M. And so if you have a bar, that requires either cutting or some kind of manipulation. The 12 pieces are just something you can hop in your car, grab a piece, and eat on the way home. No cutting required. It's easy to serve at a party. Everybody gets the same size pieces. It's all pre-portioned. And in the Mondelez State of Snacking report for 2020, people are looking for pre-portioned snacks, something easy to grab and go.
Got it. I totally get that. I just, like, if you're trying to get someone to experiment and try something new, right? Buying a package of 12 is often a big hump that a lot of people won't sort of necessarily dive in deep. And so it's just a thought.
Yeah, the price point is comparable to those that just have it in a bar. So it's just a different way of presentation. Ours opens as a little box. You've got your little pieces, you close your box, put it back in the fridge.
Got it. Well, it's great to meet you.
Thanks, Nate. Thanks, Cameron.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Michelle. I know this space is kind of blowing up right now. So, all right, cool. Mike, I'm going to unmute you really quick. I know we're on our last 2 really quick. There you go, Mike. So Mike from Fabolish. You should be good to go, Mike.
All right, let me share my screen. Thanks for having us, by the way. Hi, Nate. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You should be a co-host now. You should be able to share.
Yeah, it wasn't letting me do it before, but okay. Awesome. So we all know that the plant-based market is exploding, but are these vegan products really any better for you? So just like the shift to cleaner products that has occurred with conventional foods, we're already seeing consumer demand for cleaner plant-based products, and Fabolish is at the forefront of this. From the simple chickpea and its byproduct aquafaba, we create award-winning dips and the first organic and baked falafel. We're making it easy for consumers to eat better. Our products are all plant-based, organic, made with simple ingredients, allergen-friendly, gluten-free, and most importantly, fabulous. The flavors will bring life to your kitchen. A little bit about our founder, Jess. She had many health issues in her 20s. To make a long story short, changing the way she ate changed her life. Her mantra is, food is medicine and your kitchen is your pharmacy. To keep things short, her journey led her to the Food Network, culinary school, private chefing, farmers markets, and finally to Fabolish. At the heart of what we do everything around the chickpea. It's a superfood packed with nutrition. They're the core ingredient of our baked falafel. And aquafaba, it's the upcycled water from boiling chickpeas. This water mimics an egg white consistency that whips up beautifully. Thanks to aquafaba, our dips are creamy, rich, smooth, and very satisfying. Fabolish is also co-founded by my brother, Paul, who couldn't make it today. He's a business executive with corporate and startup experience. We like to say that Jess is the heart of Fabolish and Paul is the muscle. They make an awesome team. And we're very proud of our advisory board that we've been putting together, headed up by Michael Costello, who's an industry veteran in CPG. So Fabulish is at the intersection of accelerating trends: organic, plant-based, allergen-friendly, clean label, multicultural. This is driving the growth in food retail. And we haven't really seen other brands that check all these boxes. And most of all, we believe we're way ahead of it when it comes to flavor and texture. And while that may be subjective, the response has been tremendous. We've won multiple industry awards, received great press, and most of all, amazing customer reviews. We've even had retailers reach out to us to carry our products, such as Erewhon, Hungry Root, Fresh Direct, and the National Co-op Grocers. There's definitely demand for what we're doing. So after launching in 2019, we've seen 3x growth year over year, and even especially during a very challenging climate. In 2020, we pivoted to online sales in response to the pandemic. And in 2021, after launching our new branding and packaging, our retail growth took off. Altogether, we've reached a 1 million run rate this past quarter and are going to continue to grow from there. So we have a round open and thus far have raised $750K out of our 1 million target. The funds we're raising are in part to scale our operations. Since we're vertically integrated, we own our own manufacturing, but most of all, it's for sales and marketing and to build out our brand and expand distribution. This isn't just about dips or falafel. We have so many more exciting products in the pipeline. When a consumer sees Fabulish, they will trust that it's a delicious, clean product without any compromise. We need to fix our food system, and we believe we're going to be part of the solution. We invite you to join us. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mike.
Got it. Mike, what's your role?
So I'm actually an investor. I was the first person to write a check, but I'm not involved in the day-to-day. I help out my brother and his wife, Jess, the co-founders. So I'll hopefully I can answer your questions as best as I could, but I do apologize in advance.
No
I'll be completely upfront with you.
No worries. You're a good brother. Did a refrigerated product, a frozen product, a shelf-stable product?
Yeah, so currently the dips are refrigerated with about a 3-month date, and the falafel are frozen.
Got it. And who do you think the dips are competing with?
So I would say there's a few in the market, but really what I've seen, and I eat this product pretty much on a daily basis. I haven't seen a plant-based tzatziki sauce, for example, that actually has that rich flavor, the creamy texture. A lot of them are a bit blander and don't really taste as good. So to answer your question, there's a few products that leverage aquafaba, like Sir Kensington's with their mayonnaise, but there aren't necessarily these plant-based sauces like ranch, the tzatziki and queso that have this texture leveraging the aquafaba. So there are competitors, but not specifically for what we do.
Got it. Awesome. Well, I look forward to learning more.
Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it. Thanks, Cameron.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. And I know Paul's not here. I can vouch for the product too. I've tried it before, and I know I haven't tried every product here, but it's been great to see Fabulish's transition from once they first started. But the product has really remained is just an awesome product. So thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Cameron.
Jake. All right, cool. I'm gonna unmute you really quick, and then you can go ahead.
Sure. Hello, everyone. Hey, Cameron. Hey, Nate. Let me share my screen over here.
Nick.
Alrighty. Is it showing up as a presentation mode, or is it like a normal slide thing? I always screw these things up.
Normal slide right now. So.
All right, there you go. There you go, right? Perfect. Okay, there you go. All right. Alrighty, so my name is Jake DeLeon. I'm the founder and CEO of Fila Manila. Interesting fact that many people don't know. I am a first generation Filipino American, and a lot of people don't realize that Filipinos are actually the second largest Asian American group in the US. It's number 1 in 11 states, including California. Fun fact, in California, Tagalog is the third most spoken language outside of English and Spanish. But me coming from the world of food and this being my second startup, my mind went to the market shelf. Why is it over a large population, yet if you look at representation on grocery shelves, we have little to no representation of Filipino food in the market. So there's obviously a gap. And so our mission at Philomanila is to ignite Filipino cuisine and community and finally add representation to a fast-growing new category of Filipino food. Our food is delicious. I'm very biased, but you see that Americans love delicious flavors. The global market has been growing at $36 billion. Within that, interestingly enough, Filipino cuisine is the fastest growing Asian subcategory, 300%. And if you were to benchmark Filipino cuisine for a similar size Asian American community, I think it's a $3 billion opportunity here. So our solution is very simple. It's approachable and crazy delicious Filipino flavors for everyone. Basically clean label, vegan, dairy-free, and gluten-free so that everyone can enjoy. We are starting this journey with a line of award-winning Filipino sauces. Basically, it's as easy as combining with your favorite protein and veggies of choice. You can simmer it, grill it, or broil it until you have an instant Filipino meal ready at home within minutes. We had the honor of winning the Next award for Best New Condiment at Expo East out of 700 new products. We also won the Expo East Pitch Slam as well. Philomanila was birthed out of the pandemic, and since then we enjoyed 220% weekly growth in August and September. We are a #1 Amazon bestseller on 3 separate lists, outselling global brands like Goya and Mamacita, which is the Philippines' largest Filipino food brand. Bon Appetit recently said that we are the best they've ever tried, and we are growing pretty fast. So we are distributing rapidly with Whole Foods Market, UNFI. We'll be going national this spring with World Market and several other key retailers as well. Yes, we are starting our journey with sauces and condiments, but there's a whole world of Filipino cuisine out there. We are launching a line of coconut-based spreads in early 2022 with ube and coconut. The slide looks funny because I just deleted some stuff for YouTube. And also we'll be expanding with a couple of key retailers, like I mentioned, KeHE, QVC, World Market, Fresh Time in Q1, and then with more. So that's about it. And I want to stick within 2 minutes. I'd love to hear any questions, Nate.
This is cool. What is sort of the Filipino market in terms of grocery products right now? How big is it?
Yeah, it's small, but it's actually one of the fastest growing. I just got off a call with Spins. If you look at what we're doing right now in, not we, but Filipino food is doing right now in conventional and natural, it's growing at about 30%, which is higher than any of the other Cajun categories. Interestingly enough, if you look at all the brands that are represented in conventional and the other channels, it's actually more of the imported Asian brands. So in essence, I believe Philomanila is the first clean label Filipino food product in the market.
And what's the most commonly used Filipino condiment?
Right now, the most commonly used is probably something like an adobo sauce, which is one of our best sellers right now. So Filipino adobo is very different than maybe a Latin American adobo. It's made with a combination of Asian and Western ingredients. But it's hard to explain, but it's familiar ingredients, but a very delicious flavor.
Got it. Well, I look forward to learning more.
Thanks.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I appreciate everybody participating. Nate, kind of like any final thoughts in terms of obviously you get a lot of pitches all the time. And I know we have a few minutes here before we wrap up, but would love to know your thoughts on kind of mistakes that brands tend to make that you see repeated a lot of times. What really is important to highlight kind of in future pitches. Maybe we can wrap up just kind of getting your 2 cents on what you hear and kind of best practices moving forward for brands.
Yeah, I would reiterate something I said earlier. You could have the best product in the world, but if you can't sell it, it means nothing. On the other hand, you could have the world's best brand in the world, but if you have the best, a shitty product, pardon my language, no one's going to buy it. And so you need to sort of marry a great brand and a great product and then actually sell it once you get on the shelves. I think, from a holistic fundraising point of view, it's very rare when you see CPG products get sold for north of $100 million. Everyone hears it, talks about the RX bars and the huge chocolates of the world. But those are the exceptions and not the norm. And so, what I tell companies raising on the brand side is that you should look at, $100 million as a home run by all means for you selling your business. And a lot of investors are going to try to underwrite this stuff to, do I see me, can I at least make 10x the money, right? And so if you're going out to raise money at an $8 to $10 million valuation, in all likelihood, you're going to have to raise money again. And so the odds of making 10x that initial investment is, not going to happen. And so be smart about how much you're raising, be smart about who you're raising from, and be frugal by all means possible. Because I'll say this one time, I'll say it a million times, like, the acquisitions you hear about are the exceptions and not the norm.
Awesome. Well, I think that's great advice. I know like it can be hard as a brand, and even on our end, like with other like tech exits you read about, get discouraged and get kind of unfocused and everything. So I think for all the brands, you're doing a great job. Stay focused on what you're doing, and good luck with your upcoming raises. And I'll definitely put you in touch with Nate if that makes sense moving forward. And Nate, again, thanks again for your time, and I really appreciate it.
Cheers, guys. Great to meet you all.